Hello, my chicklets. Thank you for stopping by. Today we are reading day 23 in our May Flowers series, Daffodil. This story does immediately follow the previous one, so please make sure you have listened to Poppies before listening to this one. As always, information will be in the description. The beep of the heart monitor echoed through the room. It set Virgil on edge every time it dropped, terrified that it wouldn't spike again. Remy had been here for 4 days. They said he was stable, but he wasn't waking up. And considering his brother's powers, that terrified him more. The last thing they had said to one another was a fight. They were always fighting nowadays. It was mostly Virgil's fault. He just wanted Remy to understand what the hero work meant to him. And in all of that, he stopped listening to the fact that Remy was scared and concerned for his safety. They butted heads and clashed because they were both too stubborn. Virgil let out a hiccuped sob, covering his face as he curled up into the chair. He had barely left in the days Remy had been here. Patton had come to visit him and bring him food. The one time he did leave was only because his fiancée cajoled him and begged with him to get some rest. He didn't sleep that night and was back first thing in the morning. Normally they didn't let people come in before visiting hours, but the nurse had taken pity on him. "Hey, Panic at the Everywhere." Virgil looked up at Roman, who spoke with a quiet softness. "I brought you some actual sustenance, since surviving on hospital food is a crime." "Thanks, not hungry," he muttered, curling up tighter. "How rude. I go on an epic quest and you completely refuse the prize I have brought you." Virgil rolled his eyes, swiping the food out of Roman's hand and eating it slowly. That seemed to pacify his friend for the time being. The food was good, well, as good as fast food can be, but he ate a few pieces, and they hit his stomach as he began to shovel it in. He was hungrier than he thought. It made sense. He hadn't eaten much in the past 2 days. "You know when he wakes up and sees you haven't been taking care of yourself, he's going to have a fit, right?" "Yeah, well, he has to wake up first." "Not without Starbucks." They both whipped their heads towards where Remy was laying, his face twisted into a frown of pain. That was good. That was better than the blank expression of unconsciousness. "Remy," Virgil breathed, dropping his food on the ground. "Are you awake? Please tell me you're awake." "No, dead, not sleeping this time," he responded, and Virgil let out a sigh of relief mixed with tears before he punched Remy in the arm. "You absolute asshole! How long were you going to make me wait? Do you know how worried I was about you?" Yeah. The devil isn't ready to take me yet." He went to open his eyes, but immediately flinched at the light, pulling his hand to cover them before flinching at the pain in his side. As Remy began trying to figure out how he was going to avoid the light and hurting himself further, he felt a weight on him. Considering how it shook and sobbed, he knew it had to be Virgil. Lowering his hand slowly, he began to stroke his brother's hair gently, whispering some assurances in his ears. "I promise, V, I'm not going anywhere." Virgil slowly began to pull away. "They have Shadow Master in the other room. Do I need to worry?" "No, as long as the restraints hold. I don't think Shadow Master will be a problem." He kept his voice low, not sure who else could hear them. "Good, because if you're going to start doing stuff that stupid, you're going to start training." "What?" Remy tried to sit up, but was again reminded of the pain in his side as he flopped back down. "I almost watched you die. I'm not doing that again." "It's not like my powers are useful in a fight." "No, but if you can avoid a knife, maybe you'll be able to get someone in the dreamscape without you almost dying." Remy groaned, opening his eyes just a peek to look at Virgil. You aren't going to make me wear white, are you? Not even I'm that cruel. Rude, Roman said, a light smirk on his face as Virgil looked up at him. Don't worry, Emo, your secret is safe with me. Remy stiffened a little. Their rule was broken, once again, but maybe it was time for some new rules. Thank you for joining me. Again, this story was Daffodil, day 23 in our Mayflowers series. I hope you all have a wonderful day.